This is really good coffee. Where do you guys make this coffee here on LNGM?
We fly it in
pretty good
straight
intern.
from. Yeah, well, the beans come straight from like the hills of Madagascar. But the key is
Madagascar.
Yeah, but the key is you need to find ones that were swallowed by a bird and pooped out, and then it adds like an extra dynamic with the enzymes. That's what you're tasting. That floral flavor that sits at the top, that aftertaste that kind of burns in your throat. That's what you're tasting is the poop beans. But you know what? That's how you know they're good. Yeah, it just burns different,
I'm gonna put that down.
Okay, so tell me about that horse on your shirt there. What's the name of that guy? Is that a racehorse?
No. He's a champion polo horse. In my spare time, I like to ride horses on the polo grounds, swing the long mallet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that sounds
something
dangerous.
the Etholorean likes to do. I have exquisite tastes, my friend. I have exquisite tastes.
Cheers.
Ralph Lauren has nothing on the Etholorean, that's what I'll tell you.
Yeah, Ralph Lauren's a bitch.
Yeah. What a bitch, that Ralph Lauren. Yeah. The horse, his name is Four Legs.
4 legs. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. He's lucky. His mom was 3 legs.
Ooh, that's a rough way to go. That's like not even a full thing of glue, is it?
No.
I always
it's
wanted
like
a
7/8 of a container.
Okay, well that's manageable. You really don't need more than like half a container for most projects. But you know what? I do want to someday have a multiverse racehorse, and I want to name it Sea Biscuits and Gravy.
Sea Biscuits and Gravy. I like it.
Be legit.
So when he dies, or she dies,
no.
will we then be having Sea Biscuits and Gravy?
This creature exists only in the multiverse, so they never die. They only evolve.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the first evolution of Sea Biscuits and Gravy?
Like a little pony, like a miniature pony, I think. Like 2/8 of
a miniature pony,
a bottle of glue.
2/8, 1/4, 4/16. I like it.
25 100ths. It's good shit.
Oh, good God. I'm really coming around to the floral bouquet of the bird shit in this coffee. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
Mike is actually our in-house barista. He brews the stuff here locally. So, thanks, Mike. Good dude. Good dude.
Hey, Mike, you get a job tomorrow.
What? What?
I could have fired him. I'm telling him he's got a job tomorrow. He doesn't have to go home and never come back.
That's good. Yeah. Mike,
I might not have said that correct.
I mean, I feel like he can sleep well tonight at least.
Well, people show up to the show here. They never know what's going to happen. I prefer to be a little tyrannical.
Oh. I mean, it's good.
Every now and then cut someone loose.
Yeah, that way they appreciate it.
They have to. I watched that series, Ozark.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you, the one thing I learned from Ozark, every now and then, you got to blow someone's brains out just to let everybody else know where they stand.
I mean, it's really hard to argue that point, right? Like, if you really want to show them, what it's about, it's action, right? Action, not words. Like, imagine if you took that giant sword next to you and were just like, Mike, this coffee's cold. Just saying. Guns are one thing, but giant swords,
Mike, you're lucky.
That's a whole other thing.
I'm not going to touch that sword today, Mike. You're lucky.
But just know, Mike.
I did appreciate Ozark.
It's there.
Oh.
Yeah?
Not today.
Oh, cool. Not today. All right.
Yeah, I got to tell you. Maltz. I love Ozark. I like the cool tones that it's shot in. I like that it's gritty. I like everything about it, from the cinematography to the storytelling to the character arcs. I mean, that show had me really in its grips. And I appreciate the violence that comes with every episode as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like guaranteed that you're going to get a taste of something, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I thought Jason Bateman did excellent as a director, and then they brought on other directors along the way. But setting the tone in that first season, I don't know. There hasn't been enough series that I've watched that I've really felt like that engrossed in, you know?
Well, so what are some of your favorite?
That one caught me.
Okay, well, so what are some of your favorite, like, gritty series, like, ever? What are your all-time faves? No particular order.
Dexter. Dexter comes to the top of the list. Love Dexter. Was a huge Sopranos guy back in the day. Love the Sopranos. Gritty. I don't know. Like, those are the ones that come to the top of my head. Do you have any more to enter in there? Oh, Vikings. Anything Vikings. Love the Vikings.
I mean, Vikings, like the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, sure. But no, as far as like, I will tell you this: I really wasn't into TV shows for the longest time. I could not watch TV. I couldn't stomach it. It wasn't until like, you know, Sopranos and Oz and those types of shows that said, hey, you know what? What if the narrative just continued instead of like recycling every, you know, 30 minutes or hour or whatever? So like that opened up like a Pandora's box of, you know, possibility to be able to follow these characters and to have much more stuff happen. And then also like the, you know, Hitchcock Psycho style where like, let's kill off main characters without people knowing. And then they're like, oh my God, that changed the game too, right? So I really love those. House of Cards was probably the first one that I really truly binged. Like, I watched the whole thing in like 2 days, man. Like, it was like every episode like led up to the end, and it's like, fuck, I gotta know what happens. And then you find yourself halfway through another episode, you're like, well, I guess I'll just keep going. And that was like when I first experienced, you know, binge watching. But other than that, like, I mean, Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't see that one, but is that Kevin Spacey?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't recommend it anymore. But it was an epic. And I will say the first 2 seasons were amazing. It went on for a few more, which they were just like, meh. It was only written for 2 seasons to begin with, and they probably should have left it at that. You know, like a lot. I love the short run stuff, like True Detective. The first season, I mean, one of my all time favorites ever. The Night Of. I don't know if you've ever heard of that on HBO. I think that was either 6 or 8 episodes, and that was it. They're more like mini series, like the best ones in my opinion. Because it's longer than a movie, so you can explore things longer, but they don't just beat it to death. You know what I mean? Like, it hits the peak, and then they cut it, you know? True Detective, the second season, I couldn't get past the first episode. It wasn't remotely as good. But now there's so many good, gritty things out there nowadays. I mean, TV, like, finally, whenever you had actual filmmakers coming in, making television, like Boardwalk Empire, you got Scorsese producing and directing the first few episodes, and it's like, it just sets this tone that's way more cinematic and filmic, right? Like, I still can't watch, you know, broadcast television. I just can't do it. It still has a ways to go, unless you're talking about like, you know, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, you know, but it's like, those are just like so well crafted, the characters, right? Like the cinematic quality has gotten better, but it's still not on par with the film, but like, it's so good.
I just think the cinematography in general has gotten so good, so artistic.
Dude, yeah. Like,
that draws me in right away. Sweeping landscapes. I like how they're playing with color saturations and hues. I think that sets an incredible mood. Dynamic camera sweeps. Like, there's just so much cool stuff going on these days. I like how big budget movies have moved even, I guess not even speaking to the budget. You know, you're talking just TV, old TV or broadcast TV, so stale compared to movie Extraction. There was like one chase scene that was shot in one cut, right? From multiple cameras. It was incredible. That was an incredible scene. Daring footage. I just think, I don't know. film in general, TV in general has gotten so good. You can tell so many stories. It's not only with just the dialogue, but with the incredible pictures. You know?
Yeah, mood is such a big thing that you talk about in tone. Like, especially with some of these series, they have multiple directors coming in, so it's like it's really key to maintain that same style, right? So I'm always impressed at how consistent it can be from episode to episode.
I didn't even know that they had multiple directors, but that brings me back to Ozark. Like, they had, what, 4 or 5 directors through the course of that series? Laura Linney directed some of the episodes. Yeah. It's incredible. So but you'd never know it. Like, it stayed so consistent. Like, the mood, the tone, right? It's awesome.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I don't remember. I was just like illuminated by your descriptions of these films or shows.
I'm illuminated by the bird shit in the coffee.
I mean, it is quite illuminating.
Energized.
It actually has 25 100ths the effect of ayahuasca, just FYI.
25 100. See, I was guessing it was going to be more on the 500 2000s, but I don't know.
No, that's per sip. That's per sip. So yes, by the time you drink the whole cup, yeah,
gotcha.
You're gonna be out of this world.
Gotcha. You know, I'm pretty close to the bottom of this cup, and I feel like I'm seeing an artifact blade at the bottom of it. Is that true?
It's crazy that you said that, but yes, it is there. I don't know if our audience can see that. Can you see that? Mike, can you zoom in on that? Let me get the angle the right way. There you go. Yeah, can you zoom in on that? You'll see the artifact blade right there in the center. That's one great thing. That's one great thing about these cups too. Do you know where these cups were made? Because they will literally float. They have a little motor on the bottom. That's what that blade is. It's like new drone technology.
Wait a minute. Never tried it.
Yeah. Literally, memory told me about this technology, and I had to do some research, and I found a company that, had a Kickstarter campaign running some of these, so we got some made for the show. But it's pretty sick, right? You can't
Mike,
even hear
you didn't say anything about it.
If you get your head really, you can kind of hear it hum a little bit, but it's really faint. Yeah, it's super faint.
Mike is a bastard. He didn't say anything about this. Not even one thing.
Mike, the blade, it is here. I think these characters on it actually might say Mike. Mike's head, something like that. Just got to improve your game, Mike. Come on, bro. This is competitive. You know how many people we have on the list wanting to get in the crew? A lot, okay? A lot, Mike. So
at least one. At least one.
At least one. We're going to say at least one. And I don't honestly, I think every day now it's going to be like, why is Mike still here? Why like,
I'm already asking myself that question.
I mean, it is nice having someone to blame.
I'm already asking myself that question.
I mean, it's nice having someone to blame for everything that you need, but it does get a little bit old. I would like to scream somebody else's name besides Mike. Jimmy, get over here.
Mike's a good one. I don't care if Jimmy gets hired. I'm still going to call him Mike.
Okay. Actually, I like that. That way we honor, when we cut his head off, that we'll just honor him forever. So everyone it should be like Mike 1, Mike 2, Mike 3.
Mike. First episode. Your head on a platter, my friend.
Yeah, we could actually make that part of the commercial break. It'd be nice. We get a sponsor for that. Teflon Sega will sponsor this infomercial, showing how sharp the blade is when it cuts through Mike's neck.
Teflon Sega sponsors the beheading of our intern Mike.
Tune in Web3 Wednesday to see Mike's head on the guillotine. Hey, speaking of guillotines, January 21st is like the the old anniversary of King Louis the 14th's head. Wait, no, 16th head. Him and his wife.
Would be the 16th, yep. So
wait, 21st. The 16th on the 21st. So, you know, what happens on the 22nd? If the king is dead, I don't know what we do.
We launch mainnet.
Right out the gate. There's no insert. Like, I feel like what? Okay, let's just imagine. Okay, the king's head is rolling on the ground. It even missed the basket. It's rolling down the hill. All the community are looking around like, what do we do? What's next? I ask you that. There's no head on the king. What's next? Tell me, Eighth.
I'll tell you what's next. Community comes together. They launch governance in a decentralized format. That, my friend, is what's going to happen. Hey, you know how ETH 2, they had the panda in the first block? What do you think we're going to see in the first block, the Genesis block of the LUKSO mainnet?
Wow. Maybe a hexagon? That'd be kind of cool.
Could be a hexagon.
Would it be an animal? You think it needs to be an animal as well? To honor ETH?
I don't think it has to be an animal. It doesn't have to be an animal, but it's got to be something.
What if it was?
I would like for it to be stylish.
I like that. Yeah, I vote either like a hexagon or an alien. I could do an alien. That'd be cool.
What if they did a Carl? What if they did a digital Carl?
Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool, actually. What if
heard it here first? You heard it here first, folks. Digital Carl Genesis block.
We need to get like
unless Alt has a better idea.
We should get a pool where you like get a random, like we put out like all the different possibilities, and then you just get a random. You know, like, oh, I got the Carl. Let's go, Carl. Like, you know, you could get the square that's an alien. You know, the hexagon. I don't know, an alien head.
Someone gets like the three-legged donkey, and they're like, "Fuck, it's definitely not going to be me."
What if it was?
I'm
like
always the guy who gets those squares.
Three-legged donkey, yeah. But hey, at least that way, you know, whatever square you land on, you could push for that one to, you know, let's go three-legged donkey. Like,
you're just running a maximum PR campaign. Everyone, we want the three-legged donkey.
I mean, that's like, you know, you're not giving up that way. There's still a chance, you know. What if we minted them out and it was like an NFT for each one, you know? And then that's what we could submit. Cool. We could submit that like a group photo. What if it was like? Ooh,
I'll keep going.
I was just going to throw out.
And then I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay, I was just going to throw out. What if it was some form of dancing? Because we know there's been some LUKSO fam dancing. The founders definitely have some moves. I don't know if that's dancing.
Random dancing. I'm dancing.
Is that that is?
This is.
That dance put me in a
trance. I watched iCarly. That's called random dancing.
Okay. So, okay. You're hip.
What do you think about a hexagon with like one line of script from the white paper?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
I like it. Or what if it could also just be the initials of the LSP? The same thing that's on our hoodie. It could just be like LSP0, LSP, yada yada.
Ooh. Okay, I got you. Ooh, just a 725.
Oh, now you're talking. Now that, my friend, would be fire. So, yeah.
I'd prefer it if they were going to do that. Take the 725 up. Take the can. Throw it in there. Not hard to do.
Well, what if? Yeah, it could even just be the emoji up. That'd be sick too.
I want it to be the can.
Can would be sick. Or
you made the art, and I bought it. I own it. So,
man. So what's the most iconic piece? Do you think? Is it that, or is it the pink pill bottle that Rockstar made
from Rocks? Rocks really kicked that one, knocked it out of the park.
Which I was trying to think back.
Really not.
Who first said pink pill? Do you know? I couldn't remember.
Honestly, I think it happened pretty much at the same time. Could have been It was right around the same time. Maybe Cap, Crypto Capitalist. Might have been Presto. Might have been Kiefer. Might have been either you or I. I can't remember, honestly.
It could have been me.
It
and
happened quick.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it happened quick.
But I'm just glad that we.
I know I'm not a Bitcoiner. I'm not a Bitcoiner. I'd never say orange pill, but I think that's where we got it, honestly. Right?
Well, no. I mean, I think it all actually boils back to the Matrix. The green and the red pill.
Yes.
And then you got the orange pills.
Gotcha.
And then you ended up with the pink pills. Pink, I mean,
gotcha.
Pink is the tops though. Like that's the coolest pill there is.
It's the only pill there is. Although I will take the green pill that Fabian was on. I'll take it. Why? Because Fabian was on it.
It's true.
I'll take that.
I would take that as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain. Not going to fight about it. Not going to get angry. Not going to smash this glass table in front of me. Not today.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Let's say the king is dead. L16 dead. The 22nd. What kind of information are you hoping to glean? I think that is officially like number 2 of 3 on updates for mainnet. Is that right?
Yeah, 2 of 3. That's what they've told us.
So what kind of stuff would you like to see?
Good question. I think I would like to see some, I think if I could get exactly what I wanted, I would want nailed down tokenomics. I'd want them to tell me what the supply is going to be.
That would be
and
cool.
I'd want the dashboard, doesn't have to be, the launch pad for staking. It doesn't have to be open, but I need to know that it's coming with the firm date. So like, even if they told me on the 22nd that on February something, they're going to open the launch pad, super bullish. Just combine those two things. Firmed up tokenomics with the opening of the launch pad, rocket ship.
Do you think it's important to also denote how many tokens you'll need for a node, or how many coins?
Well, I think that's what I'm talking about. Firmed up in the tokenomics.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All parts of it.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, those are the 3 main factors, I think.
I don't need to know anything about the bridge. I don't need to know, I don't need Fabian or Marjorie to come on and put a song in a dance. I don't need them to pump my tires. Like, just give us that information if you can. And if you can, it's going to be a kick-ass day. If they can't, well, it's just 2 or 3. I understand.
Right.
Maybe they'll spin up on that date the rope spear, right?
I'm curious about that.
The actual persistent test net. And even if they did that, I'm still okay with it, right? Because we're moving. Yeah. We're going in a direction.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that we're going to get some sort of directional move like that. What exactly that's going to be, I don't know. And I've been curious.
I don't want to get angry.
Don't get angry.
I don't want to get angry. I want to let everybody know if I do get angry, there's a giant fucking sword right here. Mike,
you better give this man some tokenomics, brother.
Look at the sword. This is what happens when I get angry. But in truth, there's no need to get angry. There's no need to FUD from the community. Whatever comes out on that date is going to be just great.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just like another step towards the finish line for the beginning of the next race.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the announcement of the announcement.
I mean, because let's be honest, once the mainnet goes live, our journey actually begins, right? We'll continue upgrading, we'll continue evolving, and we get to actually see what this thing is made of.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, mainnet goes live, and we'll just drip this clone out in pure gold.
Yes,
that's what's going to happen.
Now, I like where your brain's at. Let's just let's pour some out for King Louis. Cheers to the upcoming death of King Louis. Shit, I drank it all. Well, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have anything in here either, and that goddamn blade's still floating. Damn it. Just, right about there. Well, I flipped it upside down. Symbolic.
Okay. Well, let me do that. Yeah, it's it signals the revolution, the Web3 revolution, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Eth, it has been a pleasure chatting with you, my friend.
As always, Alts. And for Mike, you're lucky, Mike. You survived another day, but tomorrow, goddammit, tomorrow, if I don't get some coffee that's not filled with bird shit, I'm going to be pissed.
Mike, he is not fooling around. He has the authority to cut your head off if need be. So, just telling you, do what he says. Do what he says. Get that coffee without the bird poop, and get those tokens.